What it do, baby?
You are now watching ES After Dark on Drip Bro Radio.
What's up, y'all? We on live. What's up, y'all? We out here tonight, baby.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
I'm a glass half full type of nigga. Let's start there, as y'all say.
What's up, y'all? We on live. What's up, y'all? We out here tonight, baby.
Woo!
You're goddamn right.
This ain't Banks' podcast. This is my YouTube channel. Landscape. We ain't gonna be doing it vertical.
That's the big number one strap.
That nigga put the wave Illuminati on me.
Your page, your rules, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. What's up, y'all? We on live.
Bruh!
What's up, y'all? We out here tonight, baby.
Light something, vape something, sip something, testing 1, 2. Is this thing on? Chat, talk to me. Let's go.
What's up, y'all? We
Yo,
on live.
I can't stand y'all niggas just from the fact that y'all know where that's from. I love and can't stand y'all niggas at the same time.
What's up, y'all? We out here tonight, baby.
Let's go. We live. I can't stand y'all niggas. We on live. Y'all niggas, just from the fact that y'all know where that's from, I can't stand y'all niggas and love y'all niggas at the same time. Y'all some diabolical motherfuckers. Some of most improved. What up? What up? Dion, let go. Hold up. Motherfucking Jones, let's go. These niggas, bro. These niggas, bro. This is the squad. This is why y'all are y'all. That's all I'm gonna tell you. This is why the gang is gang. Oh, let's go. Like, wait, pull up. What up, chat? Let's go. PJ, it's a whole lot of 40 going on. Mr. Demon Season himself is in this motherfucker. Terrell, what's good?
What's up, y'all? We on live.
Pull up. We talking rookie activity tonight. Let's go. This is a different kind of vibe tonight. We talking rookie activity. Let's go. What up, Devon? Better believe that, Goo. You better believe everyone in here salute. And you better believe it's the brand. It's the brand you can believe it. That's all I can tell y'all. We're going to talk about that. Why not? Ladies and gents, Facebook, YouTube, boys and girls, welcome to ES After Dark, where we always talk wavy activity in the past week. I'm your host, Kato540, and tonight, we talking some very monumental business going on, something never before seen, really. We really got to set the table before two conversations, right? We got a lot to talk about. You better believe we on live. You better believe I can't stand y'all niggas for the soundbite. The niggas that sent me that soundbite, shout out to y'all. Y'all the real MVP, but I knew y'all niggas was diabolical. That's all I'm going to tell y'all. And this is why I fucks with y'all. This is why I fuck with y'all. Wolfpack in this game. What up? Salute, fellas. Salute, fellas. I see the pack. I see the pack pulling up. And you better believe it's loading. It's loading. It's loading in a big, big way. It's loading in a dynamic fashion. We're going to talk about that this weekend. Definitely, we're going to talk about that this weekend. However, we had some business to attend to on the page. Shout out to the rookies that pulled up. Got their fours in on time. I appreciate y'all getting y'all shits in on time. Y'all saw the post. Y'all took heed to the post. Y'all understood the assignment. That's all I'm going to tell y'all. Y'all understood the assignment. And y'all like, look, we pulling up. It's time. It's time to work. Rookies outside. They outside. It's time to work. 4P done loading. 5P loading. And I see an NBL logo on that 5P. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing that out there. No knock to the other teams involved. We might see an NBL logo on that fifth ring scattered in there somewhere. That's all I'm going to talk about. And we're going to keep it moving like that, because what we're here to talk about tonight is, again, one of two different conversations I wanted to touch on. We're going to touch more on the second conversation Saturday when we do our recap of the week, and then we're going to do another touch on this topic on Around the Crown when we're talking to some of the veterans in the community. Now, one thing we're going to talk about is definitely the Rookie Royal Rumble. Round 1 is in the books. Y'all seen the date. It's the 19th. Y'all knew when the four-ways had to be in. This was the date. Everything was jumping down. Now, what we're going to do technically is we're going to let y'all open up. We're going to open up the doors of ES, right? For the outsiders looking in, for the normies outside that don't even know what we doing in this wave shit. We're going to pull the curtain back a little bit and show y'all what went down and what transpired with the round 1 of the Rookie Royal Rumble. It was crazy. It was dynamic. Shout out to Yak. Shout out to Drip Row. Y'all already know the set. Shout out to the gang. Shout out to 40. And I like the quality matchups we was talking about. I love looking at the quality battles that I seen pull up. More importantly, we actually saw a pure rookie run their own tournament. Again, never before seen. Now, why I'm saying that right now, because we're technically going to touch on that along with our second topic that we want to talk about, because I saw Drip Damone Jr. Shout out to Drip Damone. I saw Just. I saw Alex. I saw Cito go through some dope-ass dialogue on ES that we was talking about old school versus new school. Now, we're going to touch on that more because I got some feedback I like to shed on that. Being that somebody that's been around, I'm a wavy historian myself, if I might say. I got a lot to touch on with that topic. I don't want to really get too much into that today because I don't want to overshadow what the rookies did tonight. This is what we talking about. I said, when Yak hit me up, I said, oh, hell motherfucking yeah. Yes, I will set aside time to go live and talk about the rookies. Now, here's the thing. We didn't have no time to really get all our four-ways together for East versus West. So I said it was a perfect opportunity to see this first round go down and pull up. And let's talk recaps, because we're going to talk about the winners of the first round. We also going to talk about the tournament. Again, you see it in the description. Probably one of the dopest rookie tournaments we've seen in a long, long time. Ran by rookies, for rookies, by rookies. Now, this is what we talking about when we talking about the new school. They here to put on for rookies, by rookies. None other than Drip Row Presents, the Rookie Royal Rumble, hosted by Drip Lamat Yak himself, the diabolical one. I love it. I had a fun time watching it. Saw the recap, and we're going to talk recap tonight. And we're going to really pull up on the page what they was actually looking at. Let me double check, make sure my switches is right. We're going to pull up, and we're going to go battle by battle As you can see, round 1 is done. Let's look at this right here, right now. And then we're going to overlook the battles right now. We're going to go to the bracket challenge. Let's go to the bracket. Let's see what the bracket is looking like. Let's go bracket. Here's the bracket. Just to let y'all know. Let's see if we can get some zoom on this. Let's get some zoom. Can we zoom? All right, we can zoom. Let's get some zoom on this. All right, so as you can see, we're going to talk about the battles that we went over. But what we looking at and what we got so far is so good. We got the first round done. And we got the second round locked in already. Now, what we got already, as you can see, we got 2, 4, 6, 8 waivers left. Locked into this thing. And top to bottom, look, my parlays was decent. I can't say I was 100 with the parlay. But the battles that I was a little bit on the fence on, they actually leaned in a direction. And technically, I could say we had 2 upsets. We had 2 upsets on the board right now, looking at the ranking, looking at the standing, looking at the seeding. Now, the only reason why I'm calling these upsets, because again, we talking seeding now. As you can see, the first round, Lord Wavy came through, got the win. GG's. We're going to talk about that. We're going to look at these battles, and we're going to go over them in a second. But I want to overlook the bracket first, and then we're going to go in and see what the talent look like. So that first round, the second round is locked in. He's going versus Daryl in his second round. As you can see, Daryl is number 1 seed. Now, we don't know what that talent look like yet, but when we see the 4-ways show up, we're going to see what the talent is looking like. In the second matchup, we got K-Dub, second round, locked in, versus E.T. Now, Ty, this where my parlay got fucked up, Ty. I was on the fence. And I was trolling. I was like, look, E.T. going to do with his thing. But like, look, I was on the fence because Ty had 4th seed. I believed in the 4th seed wholeheartedly. So looking at the seedings, I went with the higher seed. But that matchup, E.T. versus Ty, I think we had an upset. The K-Dub Vincent matchup, I told y'all what I thought about that. I said again, we don't see Vincent outside like that. You're going to see a narrative through this tournament for the rookies that spend the most time outside. Getting those reps in the gym consistently. You're going to see that turnover ratio in the tournaments once the time comes. And it don't matter because the brush work is always going to speak for itself. But when you outside with the brush work, it just takes on a different kind of energy, if y'all know what I mean. For the ones that know, the rookies, the veterans, the intermediates, y'all know what I'm talking about when we talking about putting in the reps outside. Yak is goated for the tournament. Best believe that, y'all. I mean, this is amazing. And now we got the matchup. We got another upset on our hands. Now, this matchup technically didn't go down, but again, it was an honest mistake. Aaron advanced to the first round. So we're about to really see him get tested versus Treasy. Because we saw what Treasy did in the East vs. West tournament. He handled his business. We saw what the 4-way looked like. He's 6-seeded. He's going versus Aaron, and I bet to believe that's going to be a good matchup. I'm on the fence with this one, but I like Treasy. I like Treasy for what I know, from what I've seen out of Treasy. Now, that's not taking away from what Aaron is doing out here in these wavy streets. He's doing a damn thing, and I know he put out a good product. But I like the work that he's put in to bring him to this matchup. Now the test begins. This is the real test. And we're going to talk about the motherfucking Jones versus the Swerve matchup. This was my matchup right here. I was like, bro, when I saw the 4s on this, I was looking at the 4s, and we're going to go revisit this one. I was looking at the 4s, and I was like, I'm like, damn, this one's going to be a close one. I like the matchup doing this. I like the matchup on this though. And all of a sudden, we had 7 seed beat the 10 seed and they advance. Now, motherfucking Jones advance. Guess who's waiting in the second round? Another dynamic powerhouse rookie. Najee's running. Najee's still locked in. Najee's still activated. So he's got Najee going into the second round. And now looking at all the second round matchups, now we looking at the tests. First rounds, and again, this is what I love about first round 20s. First round 20s is always, all right, let me see if I can get out the first round, right? If I can get out the first, I like my chances. Like, this is what all the rookies in this lineup could say right now. If I make it out the first round, I like my chances versus the field. This is what's making this tournament so dope right now. Because when you look at the Darryl, the Anthony matchup, K-Dub, E.T., Aaron, Treasy, Brian, Najee, all these waivers that made it out the first round, I know all of these waivers got to be feeling good about their chances versus the field. Because for one, they don't got to battle everybody. It's all about the matchups right now. Now, whoever's going to advance into the third round, we're going to see. That time is coming soon. We will get a chance to see who's going to advance to the next round. But looking at the layout right now, this round 2, the tests are really about to begin. Number 1 seed versus number 9 seed. If Anthony can get that win locked in, I would consider that an upset based on the seeding. K-Dub versus E.T. If E.T. could pull off another win in this round right here, I would have to say this might be another upset. The Aaron versus Treasy, of course, if Aaron can get this win, 14 seed versus the 6 seed, I like that to be considered an upset if that can happen. And of course, we're not going to forget number 7 seed versus the number 2 seed. I like it's a toss-up. If motherfucking Jones could pull this win off, because I know Najee brushing, I know all these waivers are brushing their ass off. I don't know nothing about a seed, but my brush moving for sure. Look, this is what I'm talking about with this round. Y'all all look great. Y'all all look great. And for looking at the field right now, it's a toss-up right now. Any of these waivers that you see that we're talking about right now could possibly win the whole shit. This is what makes this tournament more dynamic. It's not a tournament where you could just look at the bracket and be like, oh, this waiver got this waiver got that, done, move on to the finals. I wish I could say this was that kind of tournament, but it's not. It's really not. It's really up in the air with all the waivers that advance to the second round. Now, let me see some activity. Let me see what the actual activity looked like on the pages. Let's see what we got. We got rounds. We got rounds. I think this is a motherfucking Jones matchup. We got rounds. Just to show you what the talent looked like and what we was looking at the votes, we had Donovan voted. We had Brett the Hitman vote. We had Seasick vote. True veterans in the game. Waiver 1 takes it. GG's to both. This was that motherfucking Jones versus that Indy Swerve. This was dope. Treasy is looking serious. We're gonna go to that matchup in a second. Let me double check that. This is motherfucking Jones versus Swerve. Let me see which one we got. We got another one right here. I think this is that ET versus that Ty. Now this was clean. Now, technically, now that I'm looking at the battle close up, let me get a little zoom. Looking at this battle close up, what gave ET the edge, in my opinion, was Crown. I think his Crown is slightly put together a little bit better than Ty, with all due respect. I like connects on both. I was still up in the air. I was leaning more towards Ty for connects. But what set this matchup apart, I think, was ET's Crown. I think he put the Crown together a little bit better, and I think what might give him the edge with the voting. Let me see what the voting looked like. Tito got in there and voted. Let me see what it looked like in here. Brett voted. Yep, GG's. Ball game. Waiver 2 takes the win. GG's to both. TY, ET. You advance to the next round of Face K-Dub. GG's. No, this was definitely a GG's. And just showing y'all the level of talent that the rookies are coming through with. This is the level of talent that we talking about. Let's look at the other battle. We're going to look at the other battle because, again, guys, it's just the talent. This is that K-Dub. This is the K-Dub matchup. Now, looking at this close up, let me get another zoom on this. Looking at this close up, flat out. Now, once the 4 hit is, for me, just looking at it, right out the gate. Waiver 2, left side. I think that was the side that might have separated this match overall in Waiver 1's favor. I like the crown on both. I like crown on both. I like connects on both. The left side connects for Waiver 2 could have been a little bit more up to par by the shoreline, waves going into the shoreline, waves by the ear, you know, things of that nature. But I think that might have been one of the things that got in the way for Waiver 2. However, if that area would have been a little bit more defined, if the definition on that left side would have been a little bit more, you know, the depth, the define, you know, if that would have been in there, it would have been a tougher battle to even match up. This would have been a tougher one to pick. Because for connects, with this angle that I'm looking at, I like the top shot of Waiver 2 slightly over Waiver 1. Just the top shot, a little bit. Not too much though, not by much. Again, crown look just about right for both. It's the left side for Waiver 2 for mine that would have overall gave the vote to Waiver 1 for me. That's just me looking. If I gotta dissect each shot and walk through the line. The right side, I like right side for Waiver 2 slightly over Waiver 1. But I'm going with 3 versus the 1. I'm going with the 3 shots that I like for Waiver 1 versus the 2 that I like for Waiver 2. Again, if that left side would have been up to par, I would have been looking at this thing completely different. I would have been like, damn, I don't know. This was a good battle. This was a tough one, but me actually getting my eyes on it right now up close, live, so y'all can even see the rundown. It's looking like how it turned out. Let's go to the next battle. Who we got over here? This is another matchup. I think this is the first round matchup. Let me see. I think this is the first round matchup. What we got? Let me look at the votes. Waiver 2. We got vote by Cito. We got vote by Arlo. Donovan. I like it. I like it. This that Lord Worthy versus that Korea. All right. GG's. Let's look. Let me double check. Let's get a zoom on this. And we recap. Let's recap. Looking at this right out the gate. Waiver 2's right side versus this matchup. That was what probably set this matchup apart. The top shot for each, I like the top shot for Waiver 1. Look close to a tie. Waiver 1 with a better crown. I like the crown on Waiver 1 versus Waiver 2. However, let me see. Let me double check on some of these votes. Let me see how they look. I knew it. Some thought crown was a tie. No, that makes sense. It would almost feel like, depending on who's voting, crown tie. Crown tie. All right, straight up. Because I like both. I like both crowns, so it would have been hard to kind of determine what I'm leaning on versus both having definition issues. This is just me looking at it right off rip. Both crowns having slight definition issues. But if I had to lean on a crown with, I would say, the lesser definition issues, I would probably go with Waiver 2's crown. Me, honestly, just looking at it right off. If we talking about flow, definition in the crown that leads to the flow, if I had to lead, gun to my head, I would go waiver 2 for crown. However, I like waiver 1 for the top shot. I like waiver 1 for the side, left and right. Now, waiver 2's left side is competing with waiver 1's left side. I can definitely see that. I can say that wholeheartedly. The left side of waiver 2 is actually competing. The right side, though. The right side is definitely where this battle gets set apart. Let me see. So waiver 2 for connects. Waiver 2. Waiver 2. Waiver 2. Waiver 2. It was a GG. It was a GG's. GG's. Now, and this is just me looking at everything flat out. Now, the judges, they know what they're looking at. I know for a fact these judges that judge, they know what they're doing. It's all a work in progress. I got a long way to go. No, you got everything you need. You already got all the technology. Did we get all the battles done? All right, the stage is set. Battle 1, round 1 starts 3 p.m. We're done. We got those things done. And let me double check. Yak is at his 9-week wolf max. This is the max. Now, technically, Yak, once you start getting more in your bag, with the combing and the hard brushing and the washing styling, you're going to find yourself able to push that max on the wolf 10 weeks, 11, hey, maybe even 12 if you in your washing. Once you get more in your washing style bag, I could see you pushing this to 10, maybe even 11 on the max. I like it, though. The cut gonna come out fire. The cut gonna be real. The cut gonna be righteous. Just make sure ain't no barbers hating. I swear to God. Don't make the barber, bruh. He better listen and pay attention to everything you got going. Everything you saying about how low, what guards. Bruh, the barber. If the barber fucked this up, the barber could set you back. I ain't gonna hold y'all. If the barber fucks this up, I'm letting you know right now, Yak. I don't know if you got the cut done. If the barber fucks this up, he gonna set you back a good 2 months. That's all I'm gonna tell y'all right out the gate. He gonna set you back. It's gonna piss you off. So please make sure the barber is on his A game. Sheesh. Now, we're gonna wait on the cut for that, but shout out to Yak. Shout out to the Dope Tournament. Let's double check the bracket and let me know where we at with this. Let's double check on this thing. So we saw the matchups. We saw the lineups. And again, this is what the second round is looking like. I don't know when the second round's going to pull up, but for the ones that got to submit a 4, the ones that got the bye, I think you still got time to get your 4 win. You still might have some time to get that thing together and get it locked in. Other than that, pay attention to ES. Pay attention to the page. Lock in when you see everything lay out. The bracket got posted. This bracket got posted an hour ago. So now that we're looking at the bracket being posted, pay attention. This is the second round. Good luck to all the competitors still locked into the tournament. And more importantly, GG's to everybody that jumped in this shit. We know it's not easy to just be outside. We know it's not easy to put a full way together and keep your best foot forward. We know that's not easy. So GG's to all the waivers that came out. And before we get out of here, I want to talk about the second line of business that we was talking about with the topic of old school versus new school. Now, shout out to Drip Damone Jr. I love, his ability to stir the pot and get some of the other OGs involved in a conversation. Went a long way in the dialogue, and I love the dialogue that was going about. We're going to touch more on this on the weekend, but the point that I wanted to say is, when I look at everything and looking at the old school versus the new school, talent-wise, both sides had perfect points to what they was talking about. On what waiver from the old school could compete with the new school, et cetera, et cetera. But there's one caveat that I want to throw out there. I don't think we had rookies at the magnitude of the rookies that we have today. You know, running tournaments. I mean, who would have thought we would see that in 2024? I didn't have that on my 2024 bingo card. I just want y'all to know that I've seen a lot in this game. But one thing I did not see is rookies having a hand in a tournament for rookies by rookies. That's just magic. Now, credit to the old school. Now, this is what I would say for the OGs. Alex made a dope point where he was talking about it where, you know, technically the game wouldn't be what it really is today without the groundwork that the OGs laid in. I love that point. Because, again, that's still a little bit of grain of salt there because I know some OGs that ain't shit, with all due respect. I know some OGs that don't like the new school. Still to this day, I'm not going to say no names. But I know some OGs that ain't shit. They look down on the rookies. They think they better than the rookies, even though they might not have established much. They look down on the rookies. At the same time, I know some OGs that's going to let the rookies be great. They're going to let the rookies spread their wings and outpace what we put on the table as rookies. This is what I know are facts. Now, I know a bunch of OGs on both sides, right? I know a bunch of OGs, both sides. Love the rookies, hate them. But there's one more caveat I want to throw out there. The rookies of this generation, they know who to follow when it goes down to following the right OGs. I'ma stand on that. That's something I'ma stand on. Now, y'all can make sense and make what y'all will with that information, but one thing I can definitely say about the rookie class of 2024 from January going into halfway through the year, they did a much better job listening to the right OGs and running with the motherfucking football. They took the football, they went 85 yards. For the rookies that listen to the shitty OGs, they look, you know where they at right now. That's all I can tell y'all. So, food for thought for the rookies, for the next rookies showing up in line. Because in about a year or so, these same rookies that we talking about, they're going to be looking like, you know, they're not going to be rookies no more. They're going to be here to usher in the next level of rookies. And that's going to be another dynamic class to look at. I got a feeling that we're not going to be talking about this rookie class like this is a one and done kind of deal. I don't think that's going to be a thing we're going to be talking about a year, 2 years from now. I think this is going to be a kind of class that sets a precedent for the other rookies that roll up in the next 5-6 months going into 2025. We will see because we're going to actually see some of y'all might fall off. Let's keep it a whole stack. Some of y'all might walk off this shit and go get dreads, bro. I already seen a few niggas fall off. I already seen a few niggas say, look, I'm growing my hair out. I can't do this waving shit. This shit ain't for me. So just understand, we going to see a few people fall off by the wayside. However, they might circle the block. They might pull back up. And the next set of rookies is going to look real advanced in comparison to what the rookie class is looking like right now. I don't know. It might be a great thing to see. Who knows? We will see, though. So tomorrow, we're going to lay down everything that happened in the week. We're going to touch more on the topic, old school versus new school. I'm going to create a little bit more topics that we can lock in and we can have some dialogue with the chat. And we're going to talk about this once we recap After Dark on Sunday. We're going to definitely talk to the panel because I'm going to definitely have that on the menu for a panel. We talking old school versus new school. I might have maybe 1 or 2 topics set aside just so we can actually hear some more dialogue from the OGs. And we definitely might actually have a guest appearance on the panel. Maybe, possibly, one of the waivers that was in that dialogue with Drip Damone Jr. I'm thinking maybe Alex, maybe Just, who knows? I got to reach out to them and see what they feel like doing. But shout out to everybody that came through tonight. Shout out to the rookies. The Rookie Royal Rumble recap round 1. It was phenomenal. Shout out to Yak. Yak is going to put more intel out there on when the next 4-ways are due. I'll have more intel on that tomorrow. I also have more information about BK. He put a flag out there for the Torino Wave King winners. I got you. I got you. For the ones that missed out on the prize, I got you covered. BK pulled up. He's locked in. I'll see y'all tomorrow for After Dark. Y'all keep that brush moving.
You are now watching ES After Dark on Drip Row Radio.
That nigga put the wave Illuminati on me.
Sachi. F-O Sachi.
When you walk up to the dude in the locker room and he got a do-rag with sunglasses and a chain on with the open chest, you finna get some bleeps. You walked into expletive. The sheer audacity of the outfit says, I don't give no F's. 0 of them. And last I checked, Jonathan Allen ain't got no wave.
Why you got a do-rag on?
So what you gotta do rag on?